The Saboti Member of Parliament Caleb Amisi has written to the Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna a message. And as much as he didn't mention the name Edwin Sifuna, but according to the dots joined by yours truly, we can equally say that he's addressing the letter to Edwin Sifuna through his social media accounts. I want us to go through the letter, or rather the post that he made today. He said, "We do not promise this change in one day. It could take time and there will be noise. Naysayers will be many. Men will get tired and many will join. We will be used and abused and called in names, but the journey must begin. All revolution started in some small tiny alleys with a few truthful men and women and spread like bushfire. When the nation comes to realization, we must be consistent, honest, and also intentional. We are the last generation to change Kenya through the ballot. And if we fail, the next generation Alpha shall definitely lose interest in election and do a revolution. They have started burning schools, and if we do not wake up as a nation and realize something is wrong, they will burn the nation. Kenya needs renaissance now. We could not afford the government this long, lose lives of young people only to go back to the status quo. We must agree to change Kenya once and for all, or we forget about change. Calling people with divergent views moles is as old as politics itself, and it is not new. Change is painful, and I'm happy the pain is being felt. Truth is uncomfortable. Changing a nation too is uncomfortable. We must disturb the stubborn status quo. Kenya needs renaissance." From his message here, it tells you that Caleb Amisi is not backing down anytime soon. He is sticking to his former message about opposition team coming together, about Linda Mwananchi joining alternative government. This is something that Edwin Sifuna has said consistently, day in, day out. Every time he receives a mic, he says that he needs the alternative government to unite with Linda Mwananchi to make sure William Ruto is taken home. But Caleb Amisi does not like that. For Caleb Amisi, he thinks that the only person who can lead the country is Edwin Sifuna because of his age, and he will be the one to bring the generational change to the people. According to Caleb Amisi, the people of Kenya have consistently called out Edwin Sifuna, telling him to vie for president. They feel like Edwin Sifuna, if Edwin Sifuna, they will have a reason to wake up early in the morning to go and vote. He feels like with the Sifuna, the young people will be recognized in this coming election, and therefore the way Edwin Sifuna is moving things towards the alternative government does not appease, does not make Caleb Amisi proud. And that is the reason why recently he said that he wants to start a new movement, and that movement, many people have been calling him a mole, William Ruto's mole in Linda Mwananchi. But today he came out gun blazing, saying that you do not need to brand those with divergent views as moles, because that is not new. It is old as politics itself. So the main points here, he is telling Edwin Sifuna that in as much as people are talking about them having disagreed in many occasions, the change that was dreamt must be achieved, and that journey is not easy to take. It may take long enough. It will take time, and there will be noise, naysayers, wengi watakuwa pale. So he's telling Edwin Sifuna to keep on soldiering on. But again, he said that having divergent views is one of the virtues, or rather is one of the clauses in the democracy, or rather the constitution, that one can say his feelings, what he feels about a movement, what he feels about his own party. But again, things are happening behind the curtains that Kenyans don't know. In fact, many don't know about it. Personally, I'm left with the speculations that Edwin Sifuna and Caleb Amisi, there are high chances that these people are not getting along, despite the fact that they are trying to keep it low. And the rally that will happen in Thika, that is on Sunday, it will determine whether the two are together or not. I hope Caleb Amisi will attend that meeting, because if he doesn't, that indicates that there's a lot of problems. There's a lot of problems in Linda Mwananchi, though they are trying so hard not to bring it out. Again, there might be no any animosity between Caleb Amisi and Edwin Sifuna, only that maybe political analysts and Kenyans are reading more into a statement that was said by Caleb Amisi. And maybe the government has hired some online bullies, online bloggers to try and bring up that narrative, try so hard to bring that narrative that Sifuna and Amisi are not seeing each other by the eye. They are not okay in the Linda Mwananchi, reason why Caleb Amisi wants to start his own movement. Others argue that Caleb Amisi, of course, started the Linda Mwananchi team movement. However, as it goes, Edwin Sifuna is now the face of Linda Mwananchi. And now Caleb Amisi feels like a lesser being, despite the fact that the idea of starting that movement first came from him. So the reason why he went forth to start a party, the People's Renaissance Party, that party was supposed to bring, he thought that all those people who are, all those people who are supporting Linda Mwananchi could back down and support the Renaissance Party now that they will be holding together. Rather, they are working together in Linda Mwananchi as a party, they are together. But unfortunately, people in Linda Mwananchi did not even join that party. So he is frustrated. He is frustrated, and that is the reason why maybe he wants to start a new party that will have the image of Caleb Amisi. In politics sometimes does not cease to amaze me. Because if you see how things are done politically, unashangaa tu, what is the problem? Yeah, and this message that Caleb Amisi wrote today, it has a lot of weight than you think. At some point, it shows, the problem with Amisi. Okay, at some point, it shows that he is working with Edwin Sifuna, and even telling people that Edwin Sifuna and Kalonzo Musyoka and the rest should support Edwin Sifuna. And at some point, we realize that Caleb Amisi is not into that idea, because he believes the alternative government cannot propose Edwin Sifuna to be the president. And according to him, he feels that Sifuna is one person who can be tried in Kenya, where they can be the president, because he is loved. I don't know what you think. Write your comment down there in the comment section. Let us talk, let us discuss. Perhaps we can form a basis of whatever we're going to talk about in the next video. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, liking and sharing our content. Hit the notification bell so that you can be receiving notifications each and every time we bring you a new content.